From the east, house of light, may wisdom dawn in us, so we may see all things in clarity. From the north, house of night, may wisdom ripen in us, so we may see all from within. From the west, house of transformation, may wisdom be transformed into right action, so we may do what must be done. From the south, house of the eternal sun, may right action reap the harvest, so we may enjoy the fruits of planetary being. From above, house of heaven, where star people and ancestors gather, may their blessings come to us now. From below, house of earth, may the heartbeat of her crystal core bless us with harmonies to end all war. From the center, galactic source, which is everywhere at once, may everything be known as the light of mutual love. Ayum hunabku, evam maya e maho. Ayum hunabku, evam maya e maho. Ayum hunabku, evam maya e maho.
Oh, I forgot to unmute myself. Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome to the New Kin Orientation. I am excited and looking forward to tonight's session as we are coming on here to talk about a couple of things. And so, before we actually get into all of that, I want to definitely say Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe Yo to the prayer of the seven galactic directions, as well as give thanks and gratitude to the source of all creation, to Mother Earth, our ancestors, our star elders, the foundation for the law of time, as well as the Jewel University of Immortal Sciences. We give thanks and gratitude to Melanin 6, all of our master teachers, the mimic melanated immortals making evolutionary changes, priesthood, as well as our indigenous family as well. So we give thanks and gratitude for all of their contributions to our evolution. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe-yo. And so I can't move forward without introducing myself. I am Moon Goddess Ambrosia Kin 181, the Red Crystal Dragon, and I will be the facilitator for the new Kin orientation. I am also the owner of Moon Goddess Tarot and the Healing Arts. I am the newest instructor assistant for Synchronistic Human, the Law of Time 100 course. And I'm just really excited to be a part of a growing community and being able to add my frequency and my talents, my gifts, and my passion so we can continue to grow and evolve together. And so, one of the things that I like to do is definitely say my affirmation. So, I am Kin 181, the Red Crystal Dragon, and I dedicate in order to nurture universalizing being. I seal the input of birth with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by the power of space. And just for time's sake, I'm only going to say it once. However, we do like to encourage everyone to say their galactic signature affirmation 3 times. So when you say your affirmation, definitely make sure to lock it in by, saying your affirmation 3 times. And so definitely feel free to reach out to me at moongoddess@synchronicityhuman.com. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump right on into the session. So, on the new Kin orientation sessions, the main thing that we will be talking about or covering is introducing everyone to why you want to know your galactic signature. It helps you to discover your purpose and so much more. Like, I have learned a whole lot just from reading my affirmation. Like, I had a lot of downloads and insights that come through from reading just that. But by studying the cosmology and growing in your understanding of everything that we are teaching and doing here through Synchronistic Human, you will definitely dive into deeper levels of understanding, knowledge, and all of those great things. And so, just to bring it on back here to this session, we will also be going over the Kin of the Plasma Oracle reading, as well as talking about some additional evolutionary tools that can help you to move forward in your journey as well. And so be sure to tap in with us every Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Definitely invite some like-minded individuals that you know that will be interested as well with everything that we are doing here through Synchronistic Human. So try to at least invite 2 people to come on with you, whether you sending them the link to them directly or if they're sitting along listening with you on, through whatever device that you may be tapping into. And so also, we want to encourage you all to visit the synchronicityhuman.com website and explore the website. Get more familiar with our courses and all of the great things, the events, and we got a lot going on in Synchronicity Human. So definitely visit the website to check us out as well. And so, one of the things that we love to do here is check in to see where everyone is logging in from, because we are all over the place. We are all over the U.S., the world, and so it's nice to know where everyone is logging in from. So if you can drop your KIN number, if you know it, along with where you're located, we will greatly appreciate that. And so I will go first. I, again, am Kim 181, and I am in Richmond, Virginia. So let's see where everyone else is logging in from. We have Kim 240. She is logging in. Oh, wait, she didn't say where she was logging. Oh, there we go. From Union, South Carolina. So welcome to the space. We also have another Ken 236 from Augusta, Georgia. So, ooh, got another overtone storm in the building. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you some more as well. We have Ken 211 from Chesapeake, Virginia. I have had the honor of meeting her. So this is why we, want to check in with each other. So we both in Virginia. So I had the opportunity to meet her personally, and we had a blast. We have Ken 8 Roderick logging in from Michigan. So welcome to the space. We also see Ken 26 logging in from Atlanta, or I want to say Atlanta, but it says Atlantic here. Katrina, so welcome to the space as well. Let's see who else do we have logging in. Let's see, we got anyone else? Okay, yep, she did mean to say Atlanta. So yeah, we are logging in on this session from Facebook, Instagram, what I say, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and StreamYard. So we got a lot of people that are tapping in from different streaming services. And like I said, it's definitely an honor to be here on these sessions with all of you. And I look forward to meeting you all in person if I haven't done so yet. Oh, we got another one. We have Dr. V, excuse me, logging in from Orlando. And we have Ken logging in from Carolina as well. Nep to Harker, there we go. Logging in from North Carolina. How do I wait? NT checking in on IG. Not quite sure what that meant. North Carolina. Okay. So welcome to everyone to the space. And again, welcome Dr. V, Ken 178 as well. And so thank you all for chiming in, letting us know where you are. So if you see anyone that is located nearby, definitely feel free to reach out to us. We want to, make sure we're connecting and building as a community. So check in with your neighbors, even if you're stopping into, the next state that someone is in, you can check in with them. And so this is why we want to, make sure we know where everyone is. And so without further ado, to introduce Synchronistic Human School of Enlightenment. We are a progressive group of cosmic beings that are highly intelligent, intuitive, telepathic, and laser being focused on evolving throughout the journey of remembrance to fulfill our galactic purpose. And so we have amazing courses online, which we currently have 12 courses being offered. Made me want to jump right into talking about that is the fact that we have a group called the Telepathic Remembrance Group. It's a course as well. This helps us to tap into, our active telepathic gifts and things. So, we have a lot of great things going on within the school as well. And so, as I've mentioned, being that we are worldwide, this is an online school based in Atlanta, Georgia. It was founded in July of 2023 by our very own Neb Taharka, Kanish Kawak. He is Ken 236, 239, the Blue Overtone Storm. So he is also the founder and chancellor. And we, like I said, we accept students worldwide. And so by studying with us, we are actually focused on the law of time and its relationship with nature. And so what that means is understanding what time actually is. Time is based off of what we create with the time that we're here, what we're creating. And so as we build our connection and relationship with nature, we get to tap into our creative power and be in sync with different cycles that we are evolving through, like the sun, Sirius, the moon, and all of the planets in the galactic whole. And so we also incorporate talking about the whole mind concepts, also known as the hollow mind perceiver. And this helps us to improve how we see ourselves. It helps us to improve our self-image. And so, by us connecting all of these great things together, it definitely helps us to dive into deeper aspects into how we can evolve and grow and do so much more with us being here in this incarnation. And so we do have a amazing initiative that's coming soon this year, and it is the Economic Initiative for Small Businesses. So we want to encourage you all to continue to tap in with us, whether you already have a business or you're looking to begin or start one. We do have some great opportunities that's coming up. So definitely stay tuned and tap in with us. And so I want to encourage you all to make sure you have a notebook and pen or pencil and something to jot down some thoughts or some insights, and we want to make sure you get some notes written down. And so this is one of the things that we want to make sure that everyone is aware of, is the definition of a synchronistic human. So even if you may not be able to write down some notes, I want to encourage you to maybe grab a screenshot of this. And so a synchronistic human is defined as someone who is able to be multidimensional while unifying energy from the synchronicities of natural time cycles towards the holonomic evolution of humanity, Mother Earth, and the galactic whole. This is one of my favorite definitions to cover, and I have another favorite. I love so many things about the cosmology, but this is one of my favorites because it really helps us to bring in the full perspective as to why we are coming together here in the school, is to be able to tap into our multidimensional elements so that we can really evolve and do great things while we are here on Earth. We have the ability to impact the evolution of not only ourselves as individuals, but as humanity as a whole. And so definitely keep it at the forefront of your mind so that you can tap into your synchronistic human powers and all of those great things as well. And so my second favorite slide to talk about is synchronicities. A lot of the times we refer to synchronicities as coincidences. However, you'll be surprised to see how much you actually influence the synchronicities that you experience. And so just by, going over the definition of a synchronicity, this refers to the underlying cosmic intelligence. Let me run that back. The underlying cosmic intelligence that synchronizes people, places, and events into meaningful order. So this is, everything happens for a reason. We have these different experiences to help shape us and direct us through our journey. And so also we experience synchronicities when an outer event corresponds to our inner thoughts, perceptions, or feelings. And so I'm gonna say that one more time. So I want y'all to catch something here. I said it the last time we was on the session, but I want you to think of it in both directions. So I'm gonna read that one more time. So we experience synchronicities when an outer event corresponds to our inner thoughts, perceptions, or feelings. So when we, flip this around, this lets you know that the synchronicities that we experience all are based on the way that we think, perceive, and the thing we feel. And so that lets you know you have so much more power than just, them being called coincidences. You are actually creating them. And so that is why I love talking about the definition of synchronicity. All right, so we are actually going to shift gears here and start talking about the cosmology, which is the law of time, the 13 moon calendar, and the Zocan calendar. These are all different elements to the Olmec cosmology that is helping us to understand what our galactic energy signature is. And so in order to determine what that is, what you would do is take the day that you were born and look at where that code, or I'll say this, you'll look at the day you were born on the 13 moon calendar and correspond the galactic signature for that date. And that's how you get your galactic signature. Or, for example, I am Kin 181. When I looked on the 13 moon calendar on the day I was born, it was on Kin 181. And so this is how you can figure out what your galactic signature is, which is one of the 260 possibilities that is encoded on the Zocan calendar. And so by playing the role of your galactic signature, you allow yourself, which includes your mind, body, and spirit, to vibrate to that particular frequency. And when you do that, you broadcast it out to everyone around you. And this is where, you tap into your own power, your own talents, and share that as a gift to the world. And so we want to check in. If you are new to the space and you do not have your galactic signature, definitely drop it in the chat. You can also include your, I would say reach out to myself or Nabta Harker, and you can share your personal information so that we can see more information like as pertaining to your galactic signature. But if you feel comfortable, all we need is your date of birth, month, date, and year, and we can share what your specific kin number is. And so that is how you will find your galactic signature. And so today, the archetype that we are currently on is the yellow star. This is the 8th archetype out of 20 archetypes. And so when you study with us, you will learn that there are 20 archetypes that we that make, okay, I'll say this. I'm gonna do the math for you real quick. So we have 20 archetypes, and we also have 13 galactic frequency tones. So 13 times 20 makes up the 260 archetypes. And so I feel like I may be jumping the gun a little bit here, so I'm gonna bring it on back and talk about the archetype that we are on for today, which is the yellow star. And so the yellow star is also known as the artist. The yellow star has the power of elegance, which beautifies art. So when we tap into the energy that this archetype brings, this is us thinking about, okay, so for example, say you have a certain project that you want to create. You could tap into the energy of the yellow star to look at how you can create your project in a way that it looks elegant and it flows, and all the pieces comes together. And so you can take this and look at how you can embody your specific galactic signature. And so you want to get into the art of being you. That is one of the main things that I think about when I think of the yellow star archetype. And so what we are going to do is go into the oracle reading, or just, look at the different elements to the specific kin that we are on this plasma, which is kin 228. And that corresponds to the yellow resonant star. So the yellow star is the archetype, and the resonant tone is one of the 13 frequencies that I was mentioning before. And so before I go into that breakdown, we are actually in the white wind wave spell, which is the power of our spirit. This is the power to breathe, the power to communicate, to really express what insights, and I also just say being able to express what's on our spirit. And so throughout this wave spell, we're, coming into the self mastery of us honoring the power of our spirit, right? And so, particularly on this plasma, we are focused on the yellow resonant star. And so when we are looking at the different archetypes, you will notice that it's based off of 4 colors. So today we're just going to talk about the yellow tone or the yellow color, which corresponds to ripening. This is where we get to reap the harvest, and this is where the fruit starts to bloom, right? And so the fruits of our arts starts to bloom through the resonant tone, which corresponds to attunement, channeling, and inspiration, or inspiring. So that's the reason why we create art, is to inspire each other. So, as you meditate and really bask in the energy that we are on this plasma, I want to encourage you to think about how can you beautify the art that you bring and that you are creating in this world, and listen to your spirit. How can you make it more elegant and in a way that it inspires others? Of course, the art is going to inspire you, but you also want to get into, that reflective mode of thinking of how you can use your art to inspire other people as well, to evolve, to grow, and to, feel empowered in their spirit. And so that is what what we are on this plasma. And so as we read through the affirmation for Kin 228, the yellow resonant star, I want you to really think about, everything that I've mentioned in that breakdown. This is that moment where you can write down your insights, your downloads, and your insights and downloads as we go through this affirmation. And so as we read the affirmation, we're going to do this a total of 3 times. And so let's go ahead and begin reading the affirmation. I channel in order to beautify, inspiring art. I seal the store of elegance with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of universal fire. All right, so we're going to read this 2 more times. I channel in order to beautify, inspiring art. I seal the store of elegance with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of universal fire. And for the 3rd time, I channel in order to beautify, inspiring art. I seal the store of elegance with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of universal fire. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe-yo. And what I would actually love it if you can, if you feel comfortable sharing some of your insights in the chat, just so that, we can just share our thoughts and, some of the downloads and insights that came in for us as we read it. One thing I would say is, one thing that came up for me is channeling the power of my spirit, like knowing the spirit that I embody, and how can I take that to inspire other people in the art of how I live in my spirit, the art that I create with me being in a physical form, being able to actually manipulate different matters and create stuff that I can, show and share with other people. And so, as I attune myself to my spirit, that's where a lot of these downloads or different visions of, or ideas come to mind. I'm like, okay, now how can I share this with other people in a way that shows them, I'll just say in a way that, inspires someone else, like in the same way that it inspires me. And so by being guided by the power of universal fire, that is talking about that joy, that excitement, that passionate type of feeling. So, through your art, that's what radiates, the passion that you have for what you created. And so give thanks to us being on Ken 228, the yellow resonant star. And I see we have some reflections going on in the chat. So let's see. It says, I found it very affirming for my current focus and will. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe, yo. Yes, this is why we say the affirmation, so that we can align ourselves to our focus and really hone in on the power that we embody to, to energize ourselves to, I'll say, tap into our own will to create. If we don't feel inspired by, if we don't feel inspired, what are the chances of us creating anything? you know and actually one thing that I received just from being on these sessions with Neb, he talked about, well, he looked at, he mentioned how when you say inspired, basically that means being in spirit. So I find that to be a dope connection to, the energy that we are on, specifically on this plasma, because again, we're in that white wind wave spell, which is the power of spirit. And the yellow resonant star is talking about that inspiration through the arts. And so allow yourself to be in spirit and beautify the art of the energy that you embody. And let's, really shift some things and do some great, or be of a great influence on one another. So give thanks to Dreamy Pisces. Yes, we inspire art. Like me, you, all of us, we inspire art. We have another one that says, today I spent some time working on my home decor design ideas. Ashe, yes. Gratitude for all of the shares. Yes, this is what we do here, being able to tap into our creativity, our artistry, and really radiate and operate in our star energy. So I appreciate all of you sharing your insights and thoughts in the chat. And so we do have some assignments that we like to share and give out while we are on these new Ken orientation sessions. So quick review. Last time we were here, the assignment was to recite your galactic signature every day so that you can memorize your signature. So how many of you did this assignment? I want to see, because like the more that you say it, the more, like I said, the more that I say it, the more insights and downloads I receive. And I even am, well, I find myself to be more inspired, or more in spirit as well, to create different things. I get all these thoughts and ideas like, oh, I can nurture this, or I could do that. These are different ways I can get myself or my family to cooperate with one another so we can grow, and all of these things. I get so many different downloads just by saying my affirmation. And so and also, when you say your affirmation, or while you're doing these assignments that we give out every heptad, you want to make sure to record any insights and downloads. And so give thanks. I see Ken 8, he said he does say his affirmation every day. And so gratitude. So yes, definitely keep it up. This is, we want to get into our frequency, right? And so let's see here. Uh-oh, doing some weird stuff. All right. So assignment. What's going on? There we go. All right. So the assignment that we have for this heptad is to locate your kin number on the Zocan calendar. And actually, I think I skipped around a little bit back. All right, so hold on. Give it a minute. It's jumping around. There we go. All right, so let me backtrack before we get into the second assignment, because we need to go over this information so that you can do the second assignment. And so as I was mentioning, we are where we get the kin numbers from looking at the Zocan calendar, which is a 260-day calendar. And so this is an image of the Zocan spiritual calendar, where on the left you can see all of the 20 solar seals listed, which starts off with the red dragon and closes out with the 20th archetype, which is the sun. And then when you look on the right, you see the 13 galactic tones in dot bar notation. So just a quick little note, each dot represents 1, each bar represents 5. So if you look at and you do the math, you can see that it's 2 dots and 1 bar, which equals 5, which equals 7. So that lets you know that the resonant tone is the 7th galactic frequency tone. And then going back to the 20 solar seals, we have the yellow star boxed off, and that is the 8th archetype. And so, this goes back to, 20 times 13 equals the 260 kin that are a part of the Zocan calendar. And then also we have another note here that talks about what a galactic spin is. And so one galactic spin is a collection of 20 wave spells. And so each archetype has its own wave spell. So remember, I mentioned like we're in the white wind wave spell. The white wind wave spell started on Kin 222. And so if you look at where we have Kin 228 boxed off and you go up a little bit, you will see Kin 222, and that's green, which lets you know that is also a galactic activation portal. So everywhere you see this dark green, those are galactic activation portals. What else we have here? Oh, and in addition to what each wave spell consists of, it has 13 kin, a part of one wave spell. So let me say that one more time a different way. Each wave spell has 13 kin. So the white wind wave spell starts on kin 222, and it goes all the way down to kin 234. And so, if you count them up, that will be 13 kin that's a part of this wave spell. And each wave spell is a cycle of evolution. One thing that I like to correspond to as well is that each wave spell shows you how to master the archetype that does, that the archetype of the wave spell. So we're evolving through self-mastery of being in the power of our spirit, because again, we're in the white wind wave spell. And so these are some of the key things that you can see when you look at the Zocan spiritual calendar. And so we want to make sure that, if you haven't done so already, make sure you Google or, I'll say join the membership so that you can have access to a lot of these concepts and some of the material that we have as well. So, I will say go ahead and grab a screenshot of this here, because when we get into the assignment for this heptad, you want to make sure you have a copy of the Zocan calendar. And so that's just a quick breakdown of, some information that you can see from looking at that. And so again, this is a close-up view of the white wind wave spell. So as you can see, we are in the center point of the white wind wave spell, which is the yellow resonant star. And this is wave spell 18 out of the 20 wave spells. And so on tomorrow, we will be on a red moon archetype. And so, when you look at the wave spell, you get to see all of the 13 kin that's a part of this one wave spell. And so that brings us now to our assignment for heptad 2, is to locate your kin number on the Zocan calendar. Take note of its position. So, when you look at it, you find your kin number, figure out which wave spell is in. And then also you can locate the daily kin for each plasma from looking and follow along with the Zocan calendar. And so we do have some questions, we do have some questions that you want to make sure that you are able to answer. And the first one is, what is a galactic spin? So I will say you can come back and check the replay to, make sure you understand and have the information or, be able to identify what a galactic spin is. Also, the second question is how many kin are in a or one galactic spin? And so you want to know these things because this helps you to, again, understand how to read and utilize the Zolkin calendar. And so as you do these soul assignments, as of course, always record any insights and downloads that you receive as well. And so, yes, this is our assignment for Heptad 2. So may that you enjoy and have fun completing both of these assignments. Definitely go back and complete assignment 1 if you haven't done so already, but make sure, you catch up to speed and do assignment number 2. Ashe? All right. And so now we are actually going to take a moment to talk about some steps that you can take to really maximize your experience and really get involved with Synchronistic Human. And so we do have a fast track, or we have 4 steps that get on the fast track, which is number 1, make the decision to evolve. If you are really looking forward to make some changes in your life, the first thing you have to do is make a decision to change. And so that is step number 1. Secondly, register your kin. We're going to have some links dropping into the chat so that you can register your kin on our website as well. The third step is to become an I Am member. We're going to go over some of the details of, what you can receive or what you will have access to when you become an I Am member. So just stay tuned. And then step 4 is to review the law of time basics. That is one of the things that you get to access from having the membership. So, this is the fast track step to, really understanding and studying with us. So we're going to go through some of that information now. So level 1, you want to join the I Am membership, and the I Am stands for Infinite Aligned Memory. And so this is a monthly membership that includes the New Kin orientation replays, Amplify Your Purpose, Synchronistic Talk or Sync Talk, and so much more. You also get discounts off. You get discounts for classes, as well as receive exclusive receive information for exclusive online meetup sessions that we have. And you have 24/7 access to the student portal. So when you join the membership, you get all the replays, you get all these amazing bits of information to help you to understand how to utilize the cosmology. And so to join the membership, it is $33 every 4 weeks, or you can save $99 annually by joining the annual membership for $330. And so again, you do get discounts on classes, and you got an infinite you have infinite access to all the replays. So you definitely get more bang for $33. So I want to encourage you all to sign up for the membership. And so this is one of the important things that you want to make sure that you do review, which is the law of time basics. And this is only available for I Am members. And so when you get the law of time basics, it will cover talking about or helping you to understand the difference between the Gregorian calendar and the 13 moon calendar, and why you want to, shift into using the 13 moon calendar instead. It will break down what the radioplasmas are, the destiny cross, what heptads mean, and how to utilize the different heptads. And it basically just helps you to integrate the new time and help you to get integrated into the new time by using the 13 moon calendar and the law of time, some HMP information, and so much more. So make sure that, once you get the membership, you want to go run and check out the law of time basics. And so that concludes level 2. And so Some of the events that we have coming up on Sunday, this Sunday coming up, we have our next Amplify Your Purpose session. Will you just come on to Amplify Your Purpose? Like, these sessions are so powerful, and that's operating in our purpose, on purpose. And so definitely make sure to, grab the link that's being on the chat. You can come in on the next session, which will be on Ken 231 Planetary Monkey. The Amplify Your Purpose will be covered by Neb Taharka, and the topic for this session will be the magic of manifesting that produces art. Ooh, the magic of manifesting produces art. So one quick note I'm gonna say here, magic is being able to take the unmanifested and making it manifested. Like, it's like taking something intangible and making it into something that is tangible, something that other people can see. And so, yes, this is what Neb Taharka will be covering, is how to, use our magic to produce art. And so I'm definitely looking forward to the next Amplify Your Purpose session, which is on every Sunday which is every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely come in, be prepared, have your notes, your notebook ready, and your pen, because Neb Taharka is definitely going to bring it just like he do on every session, right? And so we want to make sure that you also stay connected with us by following us on all social media. So grab a screenshot of this, because we're on Instagram, Twitter, aka X, Facebook, TikTok, and on YouTube. So we're all over the place. And also, when you follow us on social media, be sure to share it with others as well, so they can start to familiarize themselves with everything that we do here through Synchronistic Human. And so definitely like, share, follow, and all of those great things. Ashe. All right. And so without further ado, I do want to check in to see if anyone has any questions about anything that we may have covered on the session. So this is the opportunity to share any questions that you have in the chat. And if not, feel free to reach out to myself or Neb Taharka for if any questions come to mind later. And actually, I'm going to put my email address in the chat for you all as well. Let's see. And I'll actually add my Instagram, so y'all can have that as well. So anybody have any questions? Any questions? No questions? All right. Well, make sure you have all of the links for the sessions that we have coming up next. We have Amplify Your Purpose coming up on Sunday, so grab the link. Make sure you, again, follow us all on social media. What else I got? Oh, we do have a question here. So Ken241 says, where can you find all the affirmations for all Ken? I got you. So actually, you can visit the Law of Time website. They have a link that says the Book of Ken. They got all of the 260 Ken listed. And actually, I can drop that in the chat for you real quick too. Let me find that for you. And as you become more familiar with how the actions are created, you can actually I'll say, once you understand the format of the affirmations and understand or remember the different energies, like the different what's the word, the different qualities of the different archetypes and the 13 tones, you'll begin to even formulate the affirmations for each archetype on your own. That's one thing that I've started to do as well, because I used to Well, sometimes I still go and look because I don't always know what the spirit guide may be for the affirmation. But I did share a link in the chat that will take you to all of the affirmations for all of the 260 kin. Another thing that you can take a look at is the 1320 Sync app on iPhone, if you have that one. And then for Android, the what is it called? It's called the Dream Spell Calendar, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Let me double check myself. Yeah, on Android, it's called the Dream Spell Calendar. And they got the archetype of the yellow sun on there. So those are 3 great resources to follow along with the 13 moon calendar, the Zocan calendar, to see the affirmations and all of that good stuff. So definitely make sure you grab one of those apps if you don't have an opportunity to look it up on the Law Time website. But those are great resources as well, and I appreciate you for asking that. Thank you, Ken241. And yes, I did put my information in the chat as well, my email and my Instagram. Oh, hold on, my Instagram got an underscore at the end, so let me just make sure you just put it. It'll come up. I'm sure it'll come up for you. But yes. So are there any other additional questions? Do we have any additional questions? And if, like I said, if any questions come to mind later, feel free to reach out to us. And so I guess with all of that, it's definitely been my honor to be here on the New Kin orientation session with all of you. And so I will go ahead and close this out by a quote by our very own Nabtaharka, which says, "One of the best gifts that can be given to you is to be able to exercise full authority over your whole mind with all of its faculties and dimensions." And so I give thanks to all of you for being here in the space, sharing your time with me and us on the New Kin orientation. And I look forward to seeing you on future sessions. And elbow nudge, make sure you do those assignments that we give out every heptad, okay? Make sure you do them assignments now. And so with all of that, I send you all peace, love, and light. And may that you enjoy your creation in every moment of now. Much love and gratitude. Peace.